Today we are dealing with some drama. Now, first, I just want to get this out of the way. I don't really know a lot about this stuff. Why? Because it's happening on Twitter. I don't go on For You for Twitter, okay? I just stay on following because that keeps me away from all the toxicity that is Twitter. Twitter is literally just hatred, negativity, and OnlyFans promotion. That's all I ever see when I'm on the For You page. So I just stick to my little lane in following. I don't find any of this stuff, but I've been seeing recently tweets from Nick, tweets from other people. I saw Lee did something on Twitter. He posted a video just scrolling his For You, by the way, For You, toxicity, drama all over there. His scrolling his For You page and it's just hatred at Nick. Nick did something. And it's pretty apparent that the thing he did was he pissed off the One Punch Man community. I almost said One Piece. I don't know what's going on, aside from the fact that, yeah, obviously One Punch Man doesn't look great. And so obviously he's stirring some drama, and now people are mad at him. The director of One Punch Man canceled his Twitter. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna watch this video from Nick talking about some stuff. I think about the whole director's part of it. And then I'm gonna watch a separate video, separate reaction. That way I can capitalize on this drama as much as possible. Reacting to Kakaw's long-ass 1-hour video dealing with the drama. Real quick, I want to jump in here and say, I don't know if I'm going to watch the Kakaw video. That's like an hour long. I just finished my reaction to the Nicholas Light one. That's 50 minutes of recording. 50 minutes. We're probably going to upload at least a 45-minute video. How long will the Kakaw video reaction be? Like, it's already an hour. It's going to be 6 hours by the time I'm done. It seems kind of crazy. If somebody makes a simplified version of everything that fucking happened, all this Twitter, blah, 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 I'll watch that. And then I'll give my opinions on that. Get back to the video. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I stream sometimes over on Twitch and maybe on YouTube as well, but not as much.
It's sad to see kind fans who had high...
That is not loud enough. What the fuck? That's the max loudness? Oh, my own headphones are not loud enough. That makes sense.
Expectations get angry and curse, saying, "You betrayed our expectations." So if you guys...
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Is this the director? It's sad to see kind fans who had high expectations get angry and curse, saying you betrayed our expectations. What a fucking what a gentle way to express yourself. Aw, that's cute. I like this. This is not like an angry or like bad. He has a cat for a photo. You can't be mad at him. Look at that. Look how adorable his cat is. I want to go over to his cat and like grab its cheeks like this and just, and then kiss it on the forehead. That's what I want to do.
Saying you betrayed our expectations. So if you guys don't know who this is the director of One Punch Man Season 3. I have no problems with the director. I have no problems with JC Staff. I've said this over and over and over again, and if you haven't heard me say it, let me repeat myself. My frustrations are not towards JC Staff. I have nothing but all the love and praise in the world.
Oh, what's the title say? The director of One Punch Man Season 3 is upset at me? Question mark, my response. Damn, yo. Wait, the director calls out Nick? I didn't even pay attention to the title. I just saw the One Punch Man thing, Nick, and no, not really. I don't know. He's just clickbait title. You got a clickbait. It's fine.
For JC Staff. My anger and frustrations are towards the committee.
Production committee.
That are way higher than JC Staff, that have given JC Staff this impossible task of animating One Punch Man Season 3.
Here's the problem with this. I didn't watch all of Nick's reactions to One Punch Man, to the trailers leading up to it, to all that stuff. I didn't watch all of his stuff. I don't really watch other reactors like that. Why? Because I'm a reactor myself, and I got to react to this shit, okay? I don't got time to watch other reactors. No offense to other reactors. I'm sure your reactions are great. I just don't have time. I don't know what he has actually said. I don't know if he actually has never called out JC Staff. I do, however, know all the time people will call out the animation studio. All the time. People that are unaware of the production committee side of things. People that are unaware of just how little the studio has in say of like the schedule, you know, the resources that can be put towards the series. Those things are decided by higher ups. I'm pretty sure, I would assume, that the studio can go to these people and say, hey, we need more resources. Can you allocate more? And then when you don't notice it's happening, it's probably because the committee said, go fuck yourself. It's like the Miami Heat every year. We have enough. No, you don't. You're not going to make it past the play-in. If you make it past the play-in, you're going to be in the 8th seed. 8th seed, first round up against the best team. Oh, wow, you miraculously made it past the first round because you had Jimmy Butler. Now, Jimmy Butler's gone. You're not going to make it past the first round. So then you're going up against the Cavs, getting absolutely mollywopped every fucking game. Sure, Tyler Hero had a really great game, that one game, and then you won. But the other games, you looked like literally one of the worst teams in the league. Why were you even in the playoffs? You should have bombed out of the play-in tournament, got yourself a better seeding, and then maybe you could have nailed Cooper Flagg. How sick would that have been if we had Cooper Flagg on the teams? Sorry. I watched a lot of basketball. A lot of times people will call out the animation studio. I don't know if Nick ever has. He's saying that he hasn't. I kind of doubt it. And here's why I doubt it. I've called out the animation studio, and I know better. When you're in the heat of the moment, you just do that. You don't mean to, you just kind of do. I've done it. It's not on purpose. I know who's at fault here. I know. If you go watch my freaking reaction to the Moist Critical video, I'm saying the whole time, it's the production committee. But then if you watch my reactions to One Punch Man, you probably hear me say, wow, JC Staff, you can't fucking animate. Because it's hard not to. I wish I knew fucking Suzuki-san. You know what I mean? I wish I knew his fucking name. The guy that's like doing the production committee. I don't know his name. I just chose a random Japanese name. I don't know his name. I want to call him out though. That's who I want to call out. I want to call out the people that are actually at the head deciding all the bullshit and not getting it done and fucking us with this show is supposed to be great. And we're only 46 seconds into this video and I'm still yapping. I'm sorry.
An anime that takes source material that is beyond talent itself, beyond out of this universe.
This is true. Murata, phenomenal. Yusuke Murata, beautiful, beautiful artwork. I read One Punch Man. I read this shit. I will say I read it years ago. Why? Because, you know, it takes forever for a chapter to come out. But I did read this. I read this whole arc that we're going to watch. The whole thing. I saw the fight. I saw the real fights. You know what I mean? Because some of them aren't like real fights. I know these things.
Have you seen the One Punch Man panels? You're Beautiful. Giving this studio, this director, a hentai director. I'm not discrediting his work, by the way, but you're giving this director 6 months to a year work of time to animate season 3.
And don't you, look, he's mentioning the 6 months to a year time. Don't you guys remember, I think it was with, they talked about Solo Leveling. It was like, it was like 6 months to do one episode of Solo Leveling or some crazy shit like that. It was an insanely large amount of time. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but it takes forever to do these episodes of animation. There's so many moving parts, so many people working on one fucking episode. You have people just doing the backgrounds. You have people animating the characters, then doing the lines, and then coloring, and and then post-processing, and all of these different things. There's so many moving parts. It takes so long. 6 months to knock out something? No, you can't do it. It's not enough time. A year's not enough time. Now, I know that we got season 2 of One Punch Man 2018, 19, something like that. It's been a while. That's still not enough time. Well, actually, that would be enough time. If we had 5 years for them to work on it, that would be enough time, maybe. But the problem is they don't actually have 5 years. Why? Because after season 1's done, they haven't actually renewed for another season. So then you're waiting. And then the production committee, they got to figure out who they're going to give it to. Who are we going to give this project to? Well, in the meantime, we're going to do some other things. Oh, there's more important things we have to work on. So we're going to be working on those things. We're not going to really pay attention to what we're going to do with the next season of One Punch Man. And then, oh, well, now let's look at some studios. There are some different people we can give this project to. And then looking around. And oh, by the way, we want to have it done in 25 days. Let's pick the studio in 20 days and then have them work on this series for 5 days and hope it's good. Now, it's obviously hyperbole, but that's how it feels.
When everybody believes y'all had 6 years,
they didn't.
Impossible. You could give this to any studio. It would be impossible without directors, animators, artists dying because of the overwork. I feel like this studio with this director, JC Staff, did the best they absolutely could. And I've said this over and over again.
Probably.
But then you get a tweet like this from the director. You betrayed our expectations. We are talking to the committee. The committee betrayed our expectations. We have been waiting.
This is the problem. He's saying this and assuming that the people are talking. No, they're not talking about the committee. They are talking to the director. They're talking to the director. They're talking to the studio. They're talking to the animators. They're not talking to the committee. They don't know about the committee. Most anime fans don't know about that shit. They know, oh, it's being animated by MAPPA. Oh, so it's MAPPA's fault. What we're getting is because of MAPPA. They don't know about freelance animators that are being brought in. They don't know about any of this shit. They really, truly don't.
6 years for One Punch Man Season 3 just to get one frame, man. And that's not disrespect to the studio, to the artists. That's all disrespect to the committee. You betrayed our expectations. I'm sorry, you did. You did. And if you think that's towards you, you're creating scenarios. People are directing their anger towards you because they're uneducated. And you know they're uneducated. You know.
Well, there's no way that he knows that they're uneducated. He has no real clue on this. He could educate them for sure. He doesn't know whether they are or not. They might actually just blame him.
Know this. The average anime fan does not know the business, the anime business, what you do at your desks. The average anime fan doesn't give a fuck about the business, about the people working behind the scenes. All they want is a good anime. Am I the average anime fan? No. This is my life. This is my job. I'm not an anime expert. I'm not an animation expert. But I know the industry, or at least I'm learning about the industry a little more every single day. Enough.
Same. I don't actually know all this shit either. I already mentioned before that I had no clue what the fuck I was talking about. So I'm also just learning every day that I'm, watching stuff. I find out more and more details. There was a point in time when I didn't realize there was a whole production committee part of things, and I would blame a studio. There was a point in time where, I would blame a director. I will admit, the director is 100% at fault when the direction of the anime's ass, right? If it's what the fuck is going on in this anime, direction-wise? Yeah, that's on the director. You know what I mean? The director kind of just coordinates everyone, makes sure that it's all going in the right direction.
To know it's not your fault, Mr. Director. It's not JC Stapp's fault, Mr. Director. It's the committee's fault. So when you make a tweet like this, it's sad to see kind fans who had high expectations get angry and curse saying you betrayed our expectations. I think you should be redirecting that anger towards the higher ups that have made the fans angry.
What I will say, ain't no way this man is going to be able to actually go at the production committee. You kidding me? He's got to keep his job. There's also a level of I respect you because you are higher up than me in Japan. Now, I mean, there's a level of that all over the world, but in Japan, dude, for sure. He's gonna say, hey, you fucking millionaires and people that are making all the decisions, what the fuck are you doing? I need more time. No. He's gonna Samima-sen his way out of there, bro. The entire time. He'll say, thank you for the not enough time to do the thing. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sorry that I was not able to fulfill the thing.
Angry at you, wrongfully mad at you. It's not our fault. We're fans. We're pissed off. When we see the quality that we've been given, how do you expect people not to be pissed? It's garbage. And I'm not saying your work is garbage. I'm saying the committee treats you like garbage. They give you 6 months. I think it was 6.
I will say, if the anime is garbage, their work is garbage. I don't think the anime is garbage, though. I will say that much. I don't think the anime is garbage. I think the anime is lacking, for sure. If I feel that the anime is underwhelming, then that means the work that they did is underwhelming. Regardless of the amount of time that they had to put into it, right? If they only had 6 months to make the thing, in that 6 months, they made an underwhelming product. Am I gonna blame them for not having enough time? No, but I'm still gonna maintain the way that I feel about the thing, right? I still feel it's lacking, it's underwhelming. That's how I feel about the show. This is the work that they did on the show. And at the end of the day, they might have done the best that they could. It's still underwhelming. But also, I'm not gonna get mad at the director and JC staff and all these people. I'm more disappointed than anything else. I don't even know who to direct my thing at. I want to be mad at the production committee. Who the fuck are those people? I already said that. I don't even know who they are. I wish I did. I wish I knew what names to be mad at, so I can call them out in my reaction. Curse you, you know?
6 months or a year to work on an anime that should take years and years to make. That's how good this arc is. That's how good these panels are to bring them to life. It doesn't end there. There's going to be more tweets, but I want to focus on this one right now because this is where I found all this information. Okay. Lone Wolf Shadow says, this is who y'all hurting, by the way. Y'all shouldn't be able to sleep at night. Someone who's given it their all against all odds. You're not a true One Punch Man fan because One Punch Man is all about people doing their best. I'll always stand by him and always try to spread positivity. Yeah! I'm an ass kisser, dick sucker. You are the fucking problem.
I see what Nick is saying, because right now what Nick is saying, no, we have to say something. If we don't say something, nothing gets done. Nothing changes. So I understand this. I understand Nick's point of view, right? It's, if we don't say shit, it's just going to continue to happen. Here's the biggest problem, though. All right, here's the biggest problem. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. The people at the top that are making all this money, they don't give a fuck if we make us think about it. I have never seen somebody actually hold themselves accountable, actually try to change and be better, right? I've never seen a corporation, until like the entire world turns against them, stops buying their product. Like if everyone stopped watching One Punch Man and it was like the lowest rated thing, maybe there's a difference. The problem is they're not even judging based on like the Crunchyroll numbers. They don't give a fuck. They made money off the licensing. They're judging based on the Japanese numbers, the TV deals, that shit. What are we gonna do? Not tune in Japan? I'm already doing that. I don't live there. I can't tune into the show in Japan. We could be mad all we want. It's not gonna actually change anything, but I still understand. Nick is saying, yo, we can't just suck up to them. If we just suck up to them, nothing changes. I get it. I want it to change too. I just also don't think that Nick doing this is gonna change a fucking thing. It's not gonna change anything. It's like in politics, man. I didn't even vote last election, bro. And it doesn't even matter who I choose, bro. Even if I choose the person that aligns with me because I'm a liberal, or the person that aligns with me because I'm a conservative, they don't give a fuck about me. They're still not gonna do anything for me. They're gonna do everything for themselves. Just like, same thing here. The production committee, you know who they're gonna look out for? Themselves. They don't care about me. They don't care about you. They care about making money. How can we make money? How can we put out the cheapest possible product? Yeah, how can we put out the cheapest possible product? By the way, the you're not a real fan thing, shut up. Shut the fuck up, man. Who are you to decide whether I'm a real fan of something or not? Because One Punch Man is all about doing their best. Yeah, sure, characters in One Punch Man, they're all about doing their best, right? They're all about changing and being good. Okay, so what, am I supposed to be positive all the time? Maybe I'm trying to do my best in changing the fact that they don't give a fuck about the anime. I don't even know if I'm trying to spread positivity so much as I'm not trying to spread negativity.
You are the fucking problem. You're the reason why these committees give us what they give us. You're the reason why we get the One Punch Man Season 3s, the Uzamakis by Junji Ito, the beginning after the ends, the Berserk CGI bullshit, the Blue Lock Season 2s. It's because you enable this behavior. Oh, they're giving it their best. We're not directing the anger at the studios. And if people are, like I said, it's because they're uneducated. And the studios should know this, that the average fan does not know the anime.
No. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether the studio knows or does not know. If you're fucking calling me out, you're saying I'm doing a bad job, I'm gonna feel some type of way about it, whether you're educated or not. What am I supposed to do? Reply to, you dumb bitch, it's not my fault, it's the production committees. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to call out the people that are paying me to do the shit. Can't go after my boss, then I lose my job.
Anime business. You know what keeps me up at night? One Punch Man Season 3 because of how shit it looks.
It doesn't keep me up at night, by the way. There's nothing in this world that keeps me up at night outside of Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. That's it. That's about it. That's the only thing that keeps me up at night. All right, I'm trying to fall asleep. Fuck, did I do all 3 of my borrows? Did I do all 3 of my borrows? I think I only did 2. I gotta finish off this one career so that way I can get another one in. Finish off my 3 borrows because I'm not gonna waste a borrow, right? And also I'm trying to get fans for my club so we can maintain being top 1,000. So many things that go into it, right? Oh, also Uma Musume also does keep me up at night because they're striking my videos. Guess what? I got struck on another fucking Uma Musume video. The movie reaction that I put up, you're not gonna see it on the channel anymore. Copyright strike. I just beat the last case. I just beat the one for Sin Gray Season 2. And then they hit me again for the movie. These fucking bitches. Mole Beach. Mole Beats. Mole Bitch. Whatever you want to call these people. I hate them. I wish... Nothing against them. No violence. Don't sue me. Okay? I wish nothing bad against you. But also, if your company went out of business, I would be happy. I would be praying praising. I would be out in the streets jumping for joy. But also, I wish no bad ill will against you.
It's not my job to pat people on the back, to be the father of this studio. They know it's not their fault. I know it's not their fault.
They don't know that. Well, they know it's not their fault, but they don't know that the fans don't know.
Here, like, oh, you did good. You did good, Bobby. You did really good. You did good. You Gucci cool. That's not my job. My job is to watch an anime and review it. And if I hate it, I will hate it. I speak aggressively. I feel like that's the best way to get a point across. It shows my passion. It shows that I don't like what I'm seeing. I criticize games the same way. Games that make billions of fucking dollars. I criticize TV shows, movies the same way because at the end of the day, I am a fan. This is how I talked when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. Even musicians and artists' music. When their album is shit, I will say the album is shit. I'm not saying that for directors to off themselves. I have to stay off for YouTube monetization and, issues and shit. I don't say this shit as a personal attack. I am reviewing art. Once you put art into the world, it's allowed to be criticized by others. And I'm giving fair criticism. I'm not just saying this shit sucks. I'm explaining to you why it sucks. And I'm telling you who I'm angry at. And this leads to the final post that I want to talk about. Okay. It's due to the influence of big accounts. Oh, I wonder who the big account is. How about you tag me, stupid motherfucker?
I disagree. He plays a role in it for sure. Like, Nick definitely plays a role in the hatred towards One Punch Man Season 3. It would be insane to say that he doesn't play a role in it, right? He's pouring lighter fluid on the fucking fire. You know what I mean? It's not like he's not participating in this bonfire. But the fire's already there. We can see the fire. We don't need a big account to tell us that it's bad, or that it has problems, or that it's underwhelming, or that it's kind of good, or that it's amazing. These are things that we can determine just by looking at a thing. We can see the amount of pans that hold one image with no motion and see that that's B-roll, dog. That's a cutaway. That's B-roll. You know the way that B-roll works, guys? You're not supposed to stay on one shot forever. Why? Because it's B-roll. You're supposed to cut to another thing and another thing. Or there has to be something exciting happening in the B-roll because it's B-roll.
When it's actually pretty good, it's not pretty good.
No, it's definitely not. That's kind of crazy. When it's actually pretty good is crazy. This is glazing. This is glazing. It's not pretty good. That's glaze. This shit is not pretty good. At best, you could call it decent. At best. And decent might be a bit of a stretch, honestly. You might have to call it okay.
Pretty bad. Why are we gaslighting him? Why are we treating the director like a child? It's not his fault. But there's no reason to lie to him. You're doing more damage that way by gaslighting the motherfucker. Sadly, negativity gets more views. Even those who are praising it are being rated by negative comments trying to manipulate them. No one's trying to manipulate them. Your toxic positivity is trying to Your toxic positivity is trying to manipulate the truth. I don't want the attacks to be directed at you. If you think it's dangerous, stay silent and change the topic.
Yo, what a good guy, by the way. This guy I love. Can I just go back to the director and say that I love this guy? This guy's awesome. The shit that he said, though, he's like, bro, hunker down. Stay safe, brother. I don't want you to be part of this mess. Look out for yourself. Also, again, the cat in the picture.
See, this is what the world has become. You can't be honest. And the toxic positivity will always be seen as, yeah, you're a good person. But then aggressive negativity will be seen as you're the fucking devil. And I don't even label what I do or how I'm talking as negativity. I just label it the truth. Just because I'm a big account, I can't say the truth. I have to sugarcoat everything. I have to...
Your truth. When you say the truth, it's your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion, for sure. The truth feels a little more like factual, objective. You know what I mean? How you feel about something, that's subjective.
Treat directors and animes as if they're fucking babies. They know I'm not mad at them. I say it again and again and again that I am not mad or frustrated at the director or the fucking artist. I am married to an artist. I understand the amount of time, passion, blood, sweat, and tears that goes into art. I say it again and again and again and again that I am directing this anger.
Nick's an artist himself, dude. Rapper reacts. He knows.
Frustration at the business suits and ties. And the fact that the director and this stupid motherfucker right here are directing, like basically calling us haters and saying we're negative and farming views and negativity. We're speaking the truth. I'm on your side. People have waited 6 years for One Punch Man Season 3. One Punch Man, one of the biggest IPs in the universe.
Certainly is.
In the anime.
Okay, in the anime universe, maybe. Yeah, he had to walk that one back. He was like, in the anime universe.
He's in the universe. In the anime universe. But
in the anime universe. Not quite the universe, you know what I mean? Dragon Ball Z, one of the biggest IPs in the universe. Pokemon, one of the biggest IPs in the universe, you know what I mean? One Punch Man, very large IP. Pretty big within the anime universe. I will say the IP only suffers from this anime continuing. I'll be honest with you, they shouldn't have even made a season 3. They should have left it with just the season 2 and never made another season. Because this is only a detriment to the IP. It's only a detriment to One Punch Man.
Bro, my fucking dead grandparents could probably say One Punch Man. They probably knew what it was. They've seen Saitama's bald-ass head. And this is what we get.
Nah,
we get a flash animation.
It's not that big.
Oh, you just said you respect the artist, but you're calling it flash animation. They had no other choice. It looks like this because of the limited time and resources that they were given.
I do want to say, when we shit on a show, shit on the animation, shit on the whatever, the voice acting, the music, in the middle of the thing, we're not going to spend 10 minutes breaking down who exactly it is that we're mad at. We're gonna shit on the thing. Why? Because if we spend time talking about these things, nobody's gonna watch the fucking reaction. They're gonna click off the video. They don't give a fuck if we're trying to break down who it is that we're like frustrated with. They don't care. People that watch reactions don't give a fuck.
That's who I'm angry at. Why are we redirecting the hate towards people like me? You have thousands of accounts coming and glazing all over One Punch Man. But then you have somebody like me, and I'm like, bro, what I'm seeing isn't good. So I'm gonna say it's not good.
It's only the main reason why he gets called out on this is because size, large account, right? And then the way that he speaks. Because he's not saying like, hey man, this is not good. He's saying this shit is trash or whatever the fuck he's saying. I don't know exactly what he says. Again, I don't really like watch his reactions because I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time. Nobody watches my reactions either. No other reactors watching my reactions, just like I'm not watching any other reactors, okay? We don't have time for that shit. But like, he does say it in a very aggressive way, just as he's been saying this entire time. And that's why people go after him.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna baby anybody. And of course, all the One Punch Man fan accounts are gonna say I'm evil. Why are you ruining our precious time? If you like something, you like something. Like it. I'm not telling you not to like something, but I'm telling you that I don't like something. You're allowed to like something just like I'm allowed to not like something. Just like I'm allowed to hate something. If you hate it, don't watch it. That's the problem. That's why we get what we get.
Honestly, I'm also in the opinion here. Same thing. If you hate it, don't watch it. I kind of agree with that. Hate watching is weird. If you really hate something or really hate someone, don't watch their content. Don't watch the thing. If you hate something outwardly, you are putting that shit into the world. You are putting your hatred into the world. If you put your hatred into the world, you know what you should expect back? Hatred. What comes around goes around. An eye for an eye.
You need people like me. I'm sorry. I'm just as much, if not more needed.
He watched episode 2 before his reaction. It was entirely fake just so he could hate on it. No, he didn't. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, on stream he did. There are screenshots. No, he didn't. Stop. No, stop. There's no way he had the time to do it.
And the people praising this shit. Because I'm sorry, I think we could all agree One Punch Man deserves better. And I'm not saying One Punch Man deserves a better studio. I'm saying One Punch Man deserves a better committee, better higher ups that give the producers and the studios and the artists the resources and the time to really make something that's going to be historical and life anime game changing. But instead, they're not. They're treated like shit. And
I will say it, not everything can be game changing. Not everything can be amazing. I think, honestly, can I be real with you, bro? I don't even want One Punch Man to be like this amazingly a beautiful thing. I don't care about that. I want it to be good. Like good quality. That's it. You know how many isekai I watch? How many like mid-ass isekai I watch? that just look better than One Punch Man? That's all I want. I'm not trying to have it be like the last episode of My Hero Academia level of quality of animation. I don't care about all that.
I'm over here defending this motherfucker, defending these studios, always talking out against like the work culture in Japan and MAPPA, the MAPPA situation. I don't want a MAPPA situation. I just want these animators, these artists, to be given the time and the resources to be able to give the fans what we all want. Because at the end of the day, they are fans just as much as I am, just as much.
And once again, I just want to say, like, the reason why Nick isn't calling out the specific individuals involved in this production committee, these specific companies, the specific whatevers, you know, the chairman of the committee and all that shit, right? Is because we don't know who those fucking people are. And that's the problem here. You can complain about all this shit. Bandai Namco. Is it just Bandai Namco? That's the entire company of Bandai Namco. That's who is to blame. It's not the whatever part of Bandai Namco. Or not even, maybe Bandai Namco is just one member of the committee and there's like 16 others that are also part of it. You're naming one company, just one big company. That is it. Are they the only ones involved? At the end of the day, do they like call up all of the members of fucking Bandai Namco, all the people that are like invested in Bandai Namco? Like, hey guys, we're deciding on what we're gonna do with One Punch Man. How about we go to a vote? No, there's like so much more involved in it. And so that's all I'm trying to say is like, at the end of the day, you're saying like, yo, this shit needs to be better. And like, I understand that what he's doing is trying to make that change. And there is an element of like good that he's doing. He's trying to make the change. He's trying to raise awareness and have the shit change. But if you can't call out the people involved, then you can't really make the change because they're just going to continue to hide. They're going to continue to be behind the scenes. And if they're not coming out and nobody knows who the fuck they are, then nothing changes at all. Literally nothing changes.
Much as we are, we just want what's best. Let's stop labeling it as rage bait and hate. I am so fucking sick of these YouTubers. I'm not going to say names. And people I thought were friends to me saying it's rage baiting for views. Motherfucker, you can suck all the dick you want on a daily basis. You can say everything is good, everything is amazing. It's not. It is not. Okay? It is not. That's true.
Everything is not amazing.
Blaze everything. My days of doing that is over. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be as me and as real and as honest as somebody can be, as I can be. And that's what you're going to get from me. So to all the motherfuckers with this toxic positivity, this, at least we got animation, at least it's back. Fuck out of here with that shit, bro. And criticizing people that criticize the anime.
No, there is a level of like, at least it's back. I could understand that. But I think that even the people that are like, oh, at least it's back, those people should be disappointed as well. Like, don't act like it. This line right here is insane. When it's actually pretty good is crazy. Stop. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not pretty good, dude. It's very much mediocre. It is disappointing. And like, people should be calling out the fact that it is disappointing. Because it is. It is disappointing. I'm disappointed. And it is disappointing.
Let people talk about this shit. Seriously, bro. It's like when I tried talking about Takopi's Original Sin and people were mad that I was talking too much about it. God forbid I fucking talk and I'm not just coming all over the place about how amazing it is. Like, get out of here with that shit, bro. I'm here to discuss.
I'm still not giving Takopi's Original Sin Anime of the Year. I'm still not doing it. Everybody come down my throat. Solo Leveling over Takopi's Original Sin? No, all right, stop it, dude. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. That's for sure. Orb is the one that we are calling the best anime of the year. Orb's fucking phenomenal. Go watch Orb if you haven't. It's fucking great. Orb, W. Man, shut the fuck up. It is genuinely better than Takopi's Original Sin.
Gus, I'm here to be honest. I'm not here to be a slave, enslaved to an audience, enslaved to a culture, or enslaved to anything. I'm here to be free. Chiyuda, just like fucking Eren, right? Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I thought this was actually fucking hilarious. I'm gone. Sayonara.
All right. Okay. So basically, to summarize my thoughts, I get what he's doing. He's trying to make a fuss because shit does need to change. It does. At the end of the day, it's really simple. Do you want One Punch Man to look the way that it looks? If your answer is yes, you're a fucking liar. You're genuinely a fucking liar. Fuck off. Nobody cares about what you have to say. You're lying to us. So your answer is no, right? You don't want One Punch Man to look like this. You want it to be better. How do you do that? How do you make the thing look better when you're not part of it? I don't fucking know. Do you know? I don't know. The only way to make it look better, to actually make the change, is to call it out. Call out the people involved and try to make the fucking change. The biggest problem is they don't give a fuck. We don't know who they are. We don't know who the production committee is. These motherfuckers just exist out in the world somewhere. Whoever the fuck they are. I don't know their names. Do you know their names? No. Our hatred literally can't even reach them. They're laughing, sipping their fucking sake, and not giving a fuck about what we have to say. I understand why he's making a fuss. I understand why it's a big deal and why he's bringing awareness. I understand what he's doing, right? Also, he's getting views off the shit. Like, it would be ridiculous. Like, if he says, I'm not doing it for the views, he's lying. You either, like, are filled with hatred, or you see a benefit if you are hate watching, hate consuming something, right? You either are filled with hatred yourself, so all you know is hatred, you need a fucking therapist, or you see that there's a benefit from all this hatred. And so there's money involved. If he's gonna keep doing reactions, he's gonna keep on feeling the same way. And I'm not saying that he's mad for the views. He's certainly watching the show for the views. He's mad because the shit doesn't look great. Anyways, what are your thoughts on what Nick said in this video? I'm sorry this video was so long. Until next time, make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.